Jai Ganesha, Jai Bhairav. So I'm making my first video. So in this video, I would like to speak about who is Bhairava. Why are you hearing about him more recent days than ever before? So let's start. Hopefully, I have Lord Bhairava's blessings with me. So who is Bhairava? So if you look back, the origin has a story about Brahma being egoistic and having an ego battle with Lord Vishnu, and Brahma becomes so high in his ego and ignorant that he says he is the supreme. So out of Lord Shiva, his rage, his anger. Why? Because he thinks Brahma should know better, because he is the most supreme Brahman of this entire universe. But Lord Shiva gets angry, and Lord Bhairava gets out of him, from him, and he cuts off the Brahma's fifth head with his nail of the finger. Thus the power of the Bhairava, thus the origin of the Bhairava. He's so unconventional compared to a lot of gods because he started his origin with the Brahma Hatya. So there is a lot of story behind it and how he gets rid of his sin in Kashi and etc. So that's the origin of Bhairava. There are mainly two forms, Kala Bhairava and Batuk Bhairav, and there are Asta Bhairavas guarding 8 directions, and there are 64 Bhairavas. So what is the nature of Bhairava? So nature of the Bhairava, he is very unconventional because his origins, and he's not just the Kshetrapala or the just guardian deity. He's a guru also. He's very kind, although he may be fierce and work oriented, but his heart is just like Lord Shiva's heart. It's like butter, pure butter. So he's kind, but you got to be working to change yourself, to work on the right path of dharma. Then he's very, very kind. So what is the duty of Bhairava? I think duty of Bhairava is he is mainly a protective deity, and I feel like there is a need for Bhairava, upcoming need, and the first pattern was noted by the great Rajarshi Nandi sir. I think he's right about it. After watching his podcast and etc., and from speaking with various other Bhairava sadhaks, I have came to know that there is a pattern in the rise of Bhairava, because not just among the worshippers or Shaivites etc. Even in the pop culture, you see his name more often these days. And honestly, I feel like 2024 is the year of Saturn and Mars. And if you know anything about Saturn and Mars, it's more like action oriented. So I don't know because if you add up 2024, it comes to 8. 8 is one of the numbers associated with Lord Bhairav. So I don't know what exactly the pattern, but I feel like there is a strong need for Bhairava in this land, especially in India. There's a very strong need for Sanatan Dharma, regardless if you are a Vaishnava or Shaivite or Shakta. I think there is a tremendous and huge need for Lord Bhairava, and there's an upsurge and rise of him that's going on. I mean, if you watch like a podcast of Rajarshi Nandi sir, you'll see a lot of patterns, and not just him. Even in my experience after I started my Bhairava upasana, I have seen this pattern, like a pattern of rise of Bhairava, and Bhairava wants something to do with this land or the Sanatan Dharma, maybe perhaps research of some of the old tantric traditions etc., or even in geopolitical way. Like I think India might need the blessings of Lord Bhairava because we have some of the enemies. I will not name the country, but it's like towards the northeast. I don't know if it has to do anything. So I've been thinking about uploading some sort of video about Bhairava literally like 30 hours before or something, and then I just see the video of Mr. Rajarshi Nandi sir, the great guy, about speaking about rise of Bhairava. So I feel like this is kind of a sign that every Bhairava sadhak needs to talk about him, and every individual at their extent of possibility should worship Lord Bhairava, especially for Dharma Raksha and for the welfare of Sanatan Dharma and for the welfare of our country Bharat. So that's my thoughts about it. I think Bhairava has himself started this movement. One of the great persons to really accelerate this moment is Rajarshi Nandi sir. So I'm no way the experienced sadhak or any kind or nothing extraordinary. I'm just an ordinary person. I would like to share my 5 cents on Lord Bhairava, and I'll be uploading further videos on if you are interested about how to start Bhairava sadhana. Meanwhile, you can always check lot of YouTube podcasts about Lord Bhairava. May Lord Bhairava's blessings be with all of us. Jai Bhairav, Jai Ganesha, Jai Gurudev.